Hello, Chief Nation. This is another video to kind of give you a little update on where we are with things here at the school. Obviously, things aren't going as well as we would like right now, but I'm going to give you some information about how things are going and maybe some protocols that have changed, some guidelines that we have changed to accommodate keeping kids in school and healthy as possible. First of all, I want to thank you all for the assistance that you've given us this year so far. I know it isn't easy. We have a lot of situations here at school as well that we're working through. I know you're doing the best you can at home to help your kids that have been isolated or quarantined or have been infected with the COVID-19 virus. So we know it's been a struggle for you at home, and we've been struggling here at school as well to try to work through things. So with that being said, I just want you to know that we appreciate all your efforts. We know you're doing the best you can, and we hope you know that we are too, as we work through all of the dilemmas that the COVID-19 has brought us all. With that, I'd also like to let you know that you probably already realize we've had a breakout of cases. Mostly adults in our building have contracted the virus. We do have some students that have contracted the virus. We have tried to notify all those people that needed to be notified as quickly as possible. We haven't had a lot of close contacts with those people for a variety of reasons, and so we're happy about that. I think that's helped us with the plexiglass, with the social distancing in our classrooms that we've had, and that type of thing. So we think that we've got things in place to help limit the close contacts, but that has not kept us from getting the virus, and some of that has spread amongst our staff a little bit. So we're working through that with subs and with different ways to cover things, and we hope, and also we have some teachers teaching from home via Zoom. So we think that we're moving forward as best we can, and we think it's been effective as it can be, and we think we're still doing a good job with it. We do have, as I mentioned, we have some new protocols. We did go to Tier 2. I sent that information out last week, which means that we mandate masks when social distancing can't take place. So in the hallways, when you're not eating lunch, for example, when you're in a close setting with others, we should all be masked. Now that, when you're sitting at the desk or settled into your area, if you have plexiglass around you, those types of things, you can demask. Our staff should be masked in the classrooms. If they're alone, they will unmask as well. Obviously, when you're eating, you need to unmask. So that's what Tier 2 is. We have not added that to our athletic protocols at this time. So you can still come, unlimited attendance at our athletic contests, which right now we only have one volleyball match left, which is on Friday night. So we're not changing anything in that regard. You can still come unmasked to those. We do highly recommend and encourage mask use at this time. We also have changed some protocols on returning to school. The Beetle County Task Force I'm a part of that, or at least a part of the meetings, and they have cleared Huron-Tacoma to come back immediately if you don't have symptoms, if you're a close contact. If you have the virus, obviously you're quarantined and out of the building. Same way here. We are going to adopt that also. I get a lot of recommendations from a lot of different places. I listen to a lot of school districts, what they're doing with certain situations. This is no different from that. So we are going to allow kids to come back to school, even if they're a close contact. They can come back immediately, but they will be masked for the entire time that they're here, that they would have been quarantined. So that 14 days, when that ends, and you can, obviously right now, I guess we're still masked, so that's irrelevant at this point, but we're going to require that you be masked and get your temperature and health checks during the day. So if you are a close contact and you want to return to school, you can do so immediately upon becoming that close contact. So that's kind of a protocol change that we've had over the last few days. We understand that there might be some differing opinions on that. I guess my thought is that since we're masked, you're coming back, you're really not, even if you may be asymptomatic, the mask should help avoid that from being spread amongst the school building. So that's kind of what our rationale is with that too. So those are the changes that we've had with close contacts, with Tier 2 and masking. And I just wanted to share those with you tonight. I want to let you know that we're doing a lot of hard work and trying to keep things safe. It's a hurdling activity as we go through all of these different things that come up with staffing issues and student issues and Zooming and the technology and all the things that we've had to deal with, which have been interesting to say the least. I'm going to end on a few positive things. I want to let you know that we have some students that have accomplished some fine things over the last 9 weeks. First of all, I'd like to let you know our All-State Chorus selections. Haley Geyer, Heather Geyer, Cole Nelson, and Dominic Froke will be your All-State Chorus from Iroquois this year. The alternates are Sarah Nelson, Hannah Hoffinke, Caitlin Konchak, and Toby Arbeiter. Now, normally the All-State Chorus and Orchestra is this weekend coming up, but it's not. They've moved it to April to try to avoid any pandemic issues. I think it's April 20th is what I have down for the date for All-State Chorus. So those people will compete and represent, not actually compete, but represent Iroquois at the All-State Chorus and Orchestra Festival in Sioux Falls on April 20th. We also had a student athlete, Toby Arbeiter, qualify for the state cross-country meet. Toby is the first Iroquois student to ever run at the state cross-country meet. So we're excited about that, and he did quite well. Finished in the top 100. There was 124, finished in the top 100 at that event, and it looked more like cross-country skiing day, but it ended up with some snow and sleet and things like that. But Toby ran well and represented our school very well, and the co-op as well. So we're happy for Toby. Congratulations to him, and Coach Beeler as well. We do have our FFA went to Webster for a land judging contest. They finished 4th in that competition. Sarah Nelson medaled in that competition as well. So congratulations to them and their advisor, Brianna Miller. Also, volleyball postseason. We have our Dick Pink night on Friday, October 30th. That is against DeSmet. We will have a junior high contest at 5, JV at 6:15, and then varsity action to follow that. So that will be their last regular season match. They start postseason play on the Monday, November 2nd. And we don't know who they'll play yet, but that will be the date for the postseason to start for volleyball, November 2nd. We do have parent-teacher conferences going on right now. Tonight was the first night from 3 to 7. We dismissed at 2:15. We'll do the same thing tomorrow. So school will dismiss at 2:15 tomorrow, and we will again have parent-teacher conferences from 3 to 7. We encourage you to either attend in person. We are allowing that based on mask wearing. We will also encourage the use of Zoom. All of our teachers have sent out Zoom information to their parents, inviting them to attend that way if that works better for them. The last thing I want to remind you of is to turn back your clocks this weekend. We go back in daylight savings time, or daylight savings times ends. I'm not really sure, but we do turn clocks back. Also, you're supposed to remember to check the batteries in your fire and smoke alarms. So do that also this weekend. I think that's all I have tonight. We thank you again for your support, and any information and suggestions that you have to make things go more smoothly, I'm always open to that. So please share those with me as you feel the need. Thank you, good night, and go Chiefs.